everyone. I am here to, as per request, finally, someone had requested a little information about calves and shins in yoga, so I just wanted to share a few tips. It'll be kind of like mini workshop-y yoga information, and we'll just do a little bit of a flow here. So I'm doing this live. I haven't been able to figure out how to get comments to actually see them, so if you ask questions during the video, you can't see it. I'm so sorry. So post your comments or questions below so I can address it later, or maybe in a future video, or just at least answer your question if there are any. So as I always do before yoga class, I love to just do a little bit of saging just to clear the space. And it's always, but for the most part, everyone in my classes love to just feel a little warm hug from the sage. So a little virtual smudge for you. Sage cleanses and clears the negative energy in the space. It is antibacterial, antimicrobial, all the good things. So if you can't find an energetic reason why you love it, you can find the physical reason why you love it. So, so we're doing a little sage, and now everyone must have known that yesterday was the blue moon. So it's a blue moon because it's the second full moon in the same month. That's what makes it a blue moon, and it's a super moon because it's closest to us. So hopefully you saw how beautiful it was. Just because I always have my earth, air, fire, water to hold a container for the energy whenever I start a yoga class or energy class of any sort. So I have my, technically, and if you guys didn't already know, if you have this, you have all your elements, because the sage is earth. When you burn it, it's fire and air, and the conch shell is water. But if you're able to just call in those energies to hold that container for you even more, I have part of my Blue Moon kit with Sage Goddess, a beautiful, see that goddess in the fire? Because it was a Leo full moon last night. And this is blue, oh my gosh, I lost my words, blue calcite, I think. Yep, blue calcite. And I also came with the kit was blue calcite, your eclipse stone, very similar in its sheen to labradorite, which is what I'm wearing, and we have Lemurian black onyx that came with our kit. So if you got the kit, awesome. I think they're sold out, but you can always check it out. They often refill on Sage Goddess. If you go there and join a wait list, they'll see that the need and the want and the desire is there, so then they'll make it happen. They'll actually add more to that, the quantity, and make more if you so desire. So what came with it also was the essential oil blend of ylang ylang, lily of the valley, and lavender in here. And it's also really great if you blend it with some frankincense. They're meant to layer. It was made in combination with another blend from the full moon kit for the Egyptian part of our learnings in Sage Goddess. So support your local yogini, and say that you heard it from me. And when you check out, if you decide to buy something, just type in 140. 140 is my advisor number, so just say that's where you heard it from. So we have our earth, air, fire, water, and I often love to have my deck with me during yoga class. And I have several. So today I decided to just pull a card for us from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, Colette Baron-Reid. It's a beautiful deck. It's so amazing. This is what the top of the cards look like, in case you didn't see it. So it comes with a book, because how this deck was made was, depending on how you pull the cards, will show you what it means. If you pull it upright, if the card came to you facing up, it's your ally. If it came to you facing down, it's your challenge. So what I pulled for us today for our little mini quick workshop, and I know I always say it's quick, so I hope it will be this time, but I have my notes with me. We'll make sure we go over everything. So for this deck, I pulled the Dreamwalker. And on the card it says dreams, the collective good, illusions. And on every single card you'll notice the triquetra and the number of the card. So this is a beautiful, beautiful card. They're all very beautifully made. The art is just fantastic. So for the dreamer, it's so appropriate to what the blue moon yesterday, super moon, lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse, whenever we have a lunar eclipse, that is always showing you something, at least one thing that's hidden from you. Whether it's something of an epiphany for yourself, something that you've refused to face and now it's in your face. It's your truth, something that's hidden from you. It also either subtly or more strongly will refuse to let you not be authentic to other people, meaning don't lie to anyone. The truth will come out somehow, some way. It will be seen. So it's nice to just be authentic as much as possible. So for the dream walker, I'll read you really quick what the ally says. When the dream walker is your ally, dreams can and really do come true. Still, there are two kinds, those of the small self and those of the divine. Spirit has a dream for you that is yours alone, and all you need to do is ask and it will unfold like magic. So you also have an important and unique part in the divine dreaming of the world. When you ask, is this the dream for me that serves the greater dream? The most beautiful vision for your life serves the highest good for others too. Just the act of asking will immediately provide the answer. The dream walker is beside you to help you move effortlessly through illusions, observing the truth and celebrating waking dream of your life that results. So, you're going to get your wish, but always when you make a wish, make it so that it is for the highest and best good of all, always. We always want to make sure that we're not getting something that will eventually hurt someone else. So make the wish and just finish with, in ways that remind me magic is real and for the highest and best good of all. And this card is telling you that your dreams will also help you clarify some things about your wishes and the higher wisdom of the all. So, earth, air, fire, water. I've lit my candles. You may not be able to see it behind me, but they're lit. We have fire. I have a lot of fire in my chart, so of course I have to try to remember fire always. So what we're going over today is shins and calves. So the challenge is, let's say you're a runner, you may end up with shin splints if you're constantly running on flat surfaces, constantly running with improper shoes, or running too far too fast, like you didn't allow your body to get used to it and ease back into running, or into running period, or doing a lot of walking. And also people, sometimes it's the way your feet are made. Your feet might be made so that they're just more flat-footed, and that could cause some issues in your body, so you just have to work with it. The best thing is to do your best to walk on the earth natural. Barefoot, get outside. I know, it's winter here in New England. We have snow on the ground. That's challenging. So do what you can when you can. We have 3 seasons where we're able to do a little more barefoot things on the earth, not just tar. So get in the dirt and get on the earth, walk in grass. It's so soothing and it's so healing for our body. It's anti-inflammatory. It's just so freaking amazing. I can't stop talking about it. So anyway, get on the earth. If you're a runner, run with proper shoes, and then don't just run on flat surfaces. Run on trails in the dirt. So that'll give you the unevenness that your feet need to adjust and allow for the natural curves in the feet and all the good things. So for this, we're going to do a little bit of a mini flow to help you with getting to know shins and calves. So with shins, let's say your focus is, I need to heal my shins. I have shin splints, or you're just feeling sore and you know they need stretching. We know our bodies, and the more we get to know and be more present with our bodies, we'll know when things are kind of off before it gets too far along the way. We know that with yoga, I'm always saying, listen to the whispers or else you're going to hear the screams. So listen and hear that. So we have shins, but the calves also need to be strengthened. So what you want to do is strengthen the muscles so that shin splints don't occur, and everything's attached. So when you're working on stretching your shin, you're strengthening and contracting the calves and vice versa. So what we're going to do is just work the whole area. Ease into it, a little bit of a gentle flow to help you with that. So just have a mat, have 2 blocks if you need it, and perhaps strap. I don't think we'll need it today, but you never know. So for the things that I have planned, we'll do a nice quick flow. The mat, if you can have, like if you have a rug and you're like, I'm fine, the mat is going to be for one of the motions that we're going to do with one of the poses that we're going to do. So you're going to have that mat rolled up. So if you have 2, keep one rolled up. If you're on a rug, great. If not, then when we get to the point, you'll just roll up the mat and then unroll it again for further fun. So let's get started. Okay. So I'm not going to be on the mat because I have a rug, but I have a mat nearby, so that I'm sure for our pose. And now I'm going to try and make sure that you can hear me. When I used my wireless Apple earbuds, they didn't seem to work too well with Facebook Live, so I'm just going to yell at the phone and pray you can hear everything. And as always, you can just watch. So putting the mat off to the side, strap if you need it, 2 blocks. Now blocks, I prefer the thicker blocks, so if you're thinking of what blocks should I ever buy, they have a thinner version, or I think this is about 4.5 inches width. Go for the 4.5 inches instead of the 3, but I have both just in case. That way you're sure to have that right height for you and a little extra support. And I have my notes. So let's start first on our backs. So come to Shavasana. If you're on a mat, just come to the center of your mat and lie back. Extend the legs straight out. Have your arms at your sides, palms facing up. And let's just close our eyes for just a few moments. I know I said this will be quick, so this is just more of workshop-y, but it's always helpful to ground and center. It's helpful as a yoga teacher. It's helpful just even if you only have time to do these few minutes in your practice. So just close your eyes for these few moments. Relax in Shavasana. Allow every muscle to just breathe and settle and relax here. The more relaxed you are, the less stress your body feels, and the easier and smoother the stretches will happen in your body. As you're breathing, begin to focus on breathing in through the nose. Fill the bottom of your belly, then the diaphragm, then the lungs. And like a wave, allow the breath to descend back down to the bottom of your belly, pulling the navel in towards the spine. And just do that a few more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale. And just allow the breath to descend back down. If you don't have a cold this time of year, try doing that just through your nose. Breathe in and out through your nose. It's a better filter, and it gets to portions of your brain a little more smoother and easier with the breath. It's so very calming. So breathing in and breathing out. As you come back to a natural rhythm of breathing, keep your eyes closed for these moments and focus on what your intention is for practice. Perhaps it's an affirmation such as, may I be peaceful, or may I live my life with ease and well-being. Or perhaps for our group intention today, and since we are right near that blue moon yesterday, the lunar eclipse, let's continue to focus on what our truth is. Let's focus on our authentic truth, found at the throat chakra is where your voice is, your communication out to the world and to the other side. So what are you communicating, and what part are you stuffing down and refusing to see, hear, or express? And allow it to rise up. Feel it from your heart. Be honest and truthful from your heart, and allow it to express through your throat chakra. Say the things you need to say. Be kind, but say what you need to say. Even if you get nervous at first to say something, even if your body's shaking, just say it anyway. And then you can go to the bathroom and shake it all out and release the tension. So just allow yourself to voice your truth, and then watch, because today is still a powerful day from the full moon yesterday. You're still going to be shown things you haven't seen, or things that have been hidden from you. You may see a truth you hadn't realized. So what's going on in your life? Be a little more aware of what's around you and what's within you. And see the truth, express the truth. Take a couple more deep breaths. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest, and give them a nice hug. Maybe rock a little side to side. Holding on to your knees. Now let's draw a circle. Go all the way around. Massage your lower back and tailbone. Pausing at center, switch directions. Still breathing deeply throughout your entire practice, conscious of your breath. Breath is the most important part of yoga. If that's all you do, you're doing yoga. Come back to center, and just for a moment, let's come into happy baby. Knees wide, reach for insides or outsides of your feet, lift them up, and rock a little side to side. If you want that extra hamstring stretch, you can take the feet wider. Happy baby is so great, so beautiful for your central nervous system. You're massaging your back, your spine. Take another breath. And release the feet. So now we're going to just place right foot on the mat. Extend left leg to the sky. Hold on to the thigh or the shin or the calf. And bring that leg as straight as you can for you, and as close to the head as you can for you. Maybe it needs to be bent because you're really tight. That's okay. You're going to allow your body to be where it is. Be okay with where it is, so that it's not forcing or pulling and injuring yourself even more. We're working with our shins and calves, right? We want to make sure they're healthy. So now, warm them up. We're going to release tension from the ankle at the same time. Roll out that foot. Beautiful. And then we're going to pause and go in the opposite direction. Just feeling that wonderful stretch. You're feeling a stretch. A little warmth. Now point and flex your foot a few times. That sends that warmth through the shin, through the calf. That's stretching and strengthening. Pause here. Pull it in. Of course, you can always extend the right leg straight out if you'd like. And for a moment, inhale. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Point your nose towards your knee. Take a couple breaths. And lower. Now, if you have a strap, you can always hold the strap around the balls of your foot, the ball of your foot, and then walk your hands up to that stretch. Flexing your foot, you can use your two-piece fingers as well. This sends your stretch all the way down your leg. Just take about 3 more cleansing breaths. And slowly release so we can go to the other side. Left foot can be on the mat, or you can extend that left leg out. And then we're extending right leg up. Hold on to the thigh or the shin, whatever feels good. And just ease into this stretch, straightening the leg if it's accessible, bringing it closer towards your head, And then roll out that ankle, releasing tension. If your left leg is extended, you can't see it, but flex the left foot. And then you're able to shoot energy through all directions in your body. We send and receive energy through our hands, our feet, and our head. So that's where you like to, if you're ever anointing with your essential oils, I forgot to mention before, pausing and going in the opposite direction with your foot. You can place it on your wrist for what you do, ankles for where you go, third eye for what you know, and you tap into those main gateways of sending and receiving energy. So now point and flex your feet, your foot. And then again, you're feeling that beautiful stretch, right? So we want to strengthen and stretch. So sometimes we're doing too much of one thing, and that's where the injury happens. So let's find a little balance and strengthen and stretch. So pointing the foot, stretching in the shin, a little extra strengthening in the calf. Flex the foot, so stretching the calf, strengthening the shin a little. So pause here. Can you get that leg straighter? Take a nice inhale. Exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Point your nose towards your knee and breathe. Lower back down, release. Bring both feet in towards your chest. And we're going to rock up. So you can either roll to one side or rock up. Take my notes here. So we're going to do a beautiful sun salutation, but before we do, we're coming into table. Wrists under shoulders, knees under those hips, nice straight neutral spine, and let's just do a few gentle moving cats. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Inhale, lowering the rib cage down towards the mat. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Keep rounding. Slide back to child's pose for a moment. Child's pose. Hips are reaching the heels. Extend the arms. Rest the forehead on the mat. Relax. Releasing tension in the lower back. Slowly rise up. So now, extend that leg straight out. One leg. We'll do left leg first. And your toes are curled under. So extend them out, touching the floor of the mat. And now we're going to push through the heel, push back. Now your shoulders are no longer over your wrists so that you can push that heel back. You feeling the stretch in the calf yet? Take a few breaths. Let's come back to center, and we'll go to the other side. So extend right leg, curl the toes under, press into that heel. Breathe. One more breath. That's also a beautiful one if you're on a staircase and you want to stretch. Just have your heel hang off the step. And try not to go too deep. You can take that one a little far. So listen to your body. And now take your hands forward, an inch or two. Curl the toes under. Lift up, down dog. Elongate the spine, the legs. Feel as if your heels have the intention of reaching the floor. Heart has the intention of reaching your thighs, but your shoulders are still in a nice centered location, not too far forward or rounded. Allow your head to hang loose, no tension in the neck. Now let's walk the dog out. So bending one knee, deepening the stretch of the calf in the opposite leg, and the other knee. Do that a few times. So beautiful for stretching the calves. Pause here, come high to the toes. Lift the heels up further away from the mat, bend your knees, and kind of tilt your pelvis a little more so that you're really lifting the tailbone up high to the sky. Feel that deeper hamstring stretch, the backs of your thighs. Straighten the legs. Take a breath. And now we're gonna do down dog splits. So inhale, left leg, as high as it will go for you. It doesn't have to be extra high. Remember, we're working on the lower parts of our legs. But you can go high if you want, because it does feel really good in those calves. So now, lift the right heel away from the mat and lower it down. Feeling a deeper stretch there, yeah? Breathe. I promised you a sun salutation. We're getting there. And lower, left leg, lift, right leg. Beautiful stretch as high as you can for you. As you're ready, lift that left heel away from the mat and pulse down towards the mat. Lift and lower a few times. Pause, come back to your down dog. Now, just walk the feet forward just a little bit so that your feet are flat. Still in down dog with flat feet now. And you'll get that deeper stretch in the calves as you do that. 2 more breaths. Press into the heels a little bit. Bend your knees. Walk the feet forward towards the hands. Lower down, fold forward. Knees can be bent or straight in your fold. Ragdoll, hand to opposite elbow. And maybe rock a little side to side. Nodding head yes and no, releasing the tension. Let it all roll off your back. Release your hands down towards the mat. Round your spine. Slowly roll all the way up. Come into mountain pose. So in mountain pose, we want to make sure feet are either walking distance apart or like close together. I always bring my feet close together, so do whichever way makes you feel more grounded and stable. And let's close our eyes for just a few breaths in mountain. With your eyes closed, really feel all 4 corners of your feet grounding into the earth. Lifting up through the crown of your head. As you're grounding, I love to visualize tree roots digging deep into the earth. Allow those tree roots to send down all that no longer serves you. So intentionally send all the ick, all the stuff from the day down and through your body, out your feet, deep into those tree roots and deep into the earth for transmutation into pure light. And then shoot your beautiful energy up through the crown of your head, up to the stars, and take a few breaths. With your eyes closed, scan your body. Notice what you need to notice. See what you need to see without judgment. If you feel like there's any hot spots in your body that needs a little extra love and healing, send your breath there. And take another breath, be that pillar of light. So now let's do a sun breath. Inhale, arms out and up. Back bend if you choose. Swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, hands on the mat or your shins, spine straight. Lower back down, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms out, all the way up, palms together, down to your heart. So now, top of the mat, inhale, arms out and up, back bend, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bring right foot out behind you, runner's lunge. So it's a nice legs length apart. Make sure your front knee's over your ankle. It's so common for the feet to be behind the knee, and that's not good on the knees. So scoot your foot forward, ankle underneath. And let's pulse up and down. So when you're pulsing up and down, it can be a little or a lot. Maybe you straighten the front leg, and that'll deepen the stretch in the lower part of your leg. And now let's go forward and back. So now that back heel is pressing back. You're feeling a deeper stretch as you point and flex that back foot. 4 movements of lunge. Lift up, go forward, up, down, forward, back. Just a few times. And pause here. Lower back knee down. a breath. Walk the hands back, straighten the front leg, flex your foot to start. So here's where, if you need to, take your blocks to lift you up higher, or find the height that works for you. If that's too high, if you want to go a little lower but not as low as the mat, you can do that. Just make sure your spine is straight, you're breathing. You can hold on to your foot and lower down more. Totally up to you and your body and where it feels right now. So here we're flexing, right? So you're feeling it in the back part of your leg. Now, if it's accessible, this may not be accessible for everyone. See if you can point your foot. And now you feel a little extra stretch in the top, in the back. Flex your foot, point your foot. If it's accessible, again, or you're just holding a static stretch. Curl the back toes under, step back, plank pose. So hips are low, straight line from head to heels, belly in, lower knees down, slide back, child's pose. Scoot forward, chin first towards your hands. So chin, chest, hips come down last. You can take a gentle back bend. Sphinx pose. So now we're on our forearms, elbows are under shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. And now just shine your heart forward. Feel that beautiful stretch along the front part of your body. So great if you need to stretch your core area, the front part, your abs if you're doing any extra ab work. And let's lower back down, hands under shoulders, press back and up, down dog. So in down dog, take a breath here. And now let's take left foot forward, other side, runner's lunge. Front knee is over ankle. And pulse up and down, a little or a lot. Listen to your body. So now when you're pulsing, if you want to straighten, you can go higher and then forward and back. Forward and back. Press into that back heel. Sun salutation itself is a full body stretch. You're getting everything. So now 4 movements of lunge. Forward, back, up, down. Forward, back, up, down. You can do that a few times. Slow is a better option when you're looking for that deeper stretch. You can go fast if you're looking for a little faster fun work. And now lower the back knee down. When you're ready, straighten the front leg, walk the hands back, flex your foot if it's accessible. Again, decide if you need blocks to keep your spine straight and come up higher, or decide if you're extra flexible and you want to go further, maybe hold toes, lower down more. Just keep the spine straight. So every time you inhale, think about elongating the spine. Exhale, deepening your fold. One more breath just like this. And now if it's accessible, point the foot. Feeling that on the top part of your leg, your shin, and flex, point, and flex. Couple more times. So pause here. And now walk forward, curl the back toes under, bring the back foot up to meet the front, lower down, fold forward. So now inhale, arms out and up, palms together, down to your heart. So now we're going to do a few more fun ones. I have some fun for you guys. So here's something I like to do. I'll do it in the bathroom stall, and when I'm at work or anywhere, if I'm stuck and I can't move, I have some poses that I love to do in the bathroom. So this is something that is gonna help your calves and your shins. So we're just gonna do some pulses. You can either keep your feet together or walking distance apart. So you're lifting the heels up and down. Maybe just bend your knees a few times just so you get used to that motion. And then every so often, if you need to rest, you can come back to the bending of the knee. So we'll do that. You can hold the wall or the bathroom stall or wherever you are if you need to. So we're gonna pulse up and down. Let's do 33 times. Wonderful number. So 33 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't count out loud. So that was 33. So normally I'll do 44, but we'll just keep it to 33 today. I like 44 because I love angel numbers, and 444 lets you know angels are nearby. So 333 is a Christ consciousness number. So see what I'm doing here? I'm bringing the heels together, toes are faced out. So you know what's next, right? You can hold your hips or a wall. Heels come up 33 times. 1, 2. So you can go fast or slow. I'll just go the pace that I go, and then you choose how fast or slow you'd like to go. So pause there. Oh, bend the knees. One more direction. Toes are in, pigeon-toed, heels are out, toes are in. 33 times. Get yourself stable, of course, and then go. You should feel the warmth in your calves if you're doing this with me. So that was 33. So I'll show you one more. We won't do 33. We'll just do a few. So sort of a little plie, yeah? Knees are gonna come out and we're gonna just bend, inhale, come up onto the balls of your feet. And then my ceilings are a little low here in my healing space. Just do that, we'll do that. That was 2, 3, 2 more, so we'll do 5. So, back to mountain. Inhale, palms together, down for namaste. Take a breath. So now we're going into pyramid pose. Blocks if you need it. It will be wherever your front foot is. So take your feet about 3 to 3.5 feet. So one foot in front of the other. Let's start with left foot in front of right. So here's what you do. You can have them about where your hips are. If you need to go wider to modify, you can do that. Or you can turn the back foot at an angle as an option, or see if it works to keep both feet facing forward. And now, spine is straight, legs are as straight as possible, but if you need to bend the front knee, that's okay. Inhale, arms out and up, hinge at the hips, reach, 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 reach as far forward as you can, and then lower your hands down when you feel like your spine is gonna round. Don't round, keep it straight, and then lower your hands to the blocks or to the mat. If it's accessible, keep your spine straight. So it's not about going low, it's about feeling the stretch deep in your body. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, lower. This sends that beautiful stretch all the way down the front part of your leg, the back part of your leg. It's also been called a runner stretch. It's so great for runners, but it's great for everyone. Deep cleansing breaths. Take about 3 more breaths. When you need to deepen this pose, turn fingers behind you. Walk them behind you, and that'll deepen your pose. So that's just for those extra flexible folk who need to feel the stretch and aren't when they're up here. So do whatever works for you to feel it deeply with proper alignment. So now hinge at the hips, and you're just coming up with a straight spine, or feel free to round your spine and come back to mountain. Take a nice inhale, palms together, down to your heart. Other side. Taking left foot out behind you, right foot in front, 3 to 3.5 feet. Choose the alignment and position that works for this side of your body. Each side of our body tends to be just a little different. Inhale, arms out and out. Hinge at the hips, reach, 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 and lower, down. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, exhale. About 3 more breaths. Make your breaths really long, really slow. And if you're a great breath, you want ocean breath, sounds like the ocean. You're constricting the throat, breathe only through the nose. So it sounds sort of like, and you do that with your mouth closed, and you bring more potent oxygen into your lungs and your whole body. It's calming for the central nervous system and gets you more present and able to stay with your flows, coming into and out of your flows with more ease, more grace. When you're ready, hands to hips, come up with a straight spine, come back to mountain, inhale, exhale. So now, let's just inhale, come onto the balls of your feet. Arms will be about shoulder height. Have them a little high there. Bend your knees, lower all the way down. So here, just by doing this, you should feel a beautiful stretch in the back and the calves. I lost my words. Happens at least once a class. So from here, so you feel that beautiful stretch there. That's beautiful. And then what we're gonna do is have your mat, if you can, so we can come here. So let me take off my sweater just in case it's hard to see. You're just sitting on the mat. Have it rolled up as tight as you can for you. This is a little loose actually, but just for the sake of time. it's very thick, so have it as tight as you can so it has that extra pressure. You'll have your knees about right under your hips, and this mat is all rolled up, and it's going to be right behind your knees, and then sit back on the mat. So depending on how you rolled it up, you might be able to sit lower, or just so I'm feeling a little something in the calves, so I might just, you know what, do a little. And what you can do is keep riding the mat down, because you massage this area, and now you're massaging this area. We can do a little self-massage, and that really helps, especially if you have injury and to prevent injury. So go to your massage therapist. So now you have this mat here. If you'd like, if you don't have a mat, you've rolled up a blanket, just as an option to feel what it would feel like. And now we're gonna release. I'm gonna do a little something I like to do in class sometimes. Curl the toes under, sit onto your heels, make sure the pinky toes are facing out. They like to curl in, so you're tapping into all 6 main meridian lines of your whole body when you sit back here. You're stretching this area in the calves and your feet and your toes. Your feet don't get a lot of attention, so sometimes when something's happening up here, it actually started in your foundation, like I mentioned, with the feet, with the running, or whatever. So you're really stretching out the feet and the toes, and then that sends beautiful energy further up. So you start with the foundation and work your way up to figure out what's happening where, depending on what's going on. So now when you're holding here, it should feel pretty intense. Hold as long as you can. So even if you pause this video, if you're watching it later. Now I'm gonna set this up so that you can have it on YouTube as well. Come on to the tops of your feet now, and then feel that stretch. So now, just because if you're doing yoga at all, you've done your chaturangas and down dogs, you may have some wrist issues, or if you have wrist issues, period, let's just come onto our knees. Have your fingers facing your toes, palms facing up. Place it down on the mat. I love doing these, especially like if you do a lot of computer work too. So now, just slowly peel away your hand as you sit back. Peeling the way, peeling, and then fingers as well, little extra massage. And then palms are facing down now, fingers still facing your toes. Slowly, slowly bend at the elbows to deepen that stretch. Slowly peel the palms away. Slowly do this with your fingers. Oh my gosh, it just feels so good. And just for fun, let's be a dinosaur today. We're gonna take arms out, shoulder height. Drop the fingers and thumbs down and in towards each other and bring it in. T-Rex. T-Rex, that's what it is. Sometimes I forget the name. Open the fingers wide. Bring them in towards each other, in towards your chest. And do that one more time. Nice inhale. And exhale. So, okay, so now let's make sure I went over all the wonderful things. I want to sit on heels. Yay. So, another quick tip that I read today, when you're just standing, lift your foot up, one foot up, and with your toes, draw the alphabet A, B, C, D. So you can draw the alphabet, or you just circle, 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 and circle. So those are some options. So now the best thing also to help your shins from the foundation up is to point and flex your feet. I don't want to aim my feet at you, they'll get larger. So when you point and flex your feet, beautiful things are happening in your feet and up through your legs. If you ever have Charlie horses in your calves, what do? You point and flex your feet, or you walk on cold tile floors. So this is that little tip for you. So that's going to help you out as well. And water, 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 and more water. That's going to help with everything, with the shins and the calves. If you have those issues, it's going to help with your whole body. We're made up of mostly water, so we have to make sure we're drinking tons of water. So come to easy seated pose. Inhale, arms out and up, palms together, down to your heart. And let's twist. Right hand close to the spine behind you, left hand to right knee. Spine is straight, and begin to open your heart out to the right. Gaze out to the right or over your shoulder behind you. Take a few breaths, stretching your back. Great for the spine. Slowly come back to center, and we'll switch. Go to the other side, opening your heart out to the left. Gaze out to the left or over your shoulder behind you. And let's come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. May the universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. And may you always know the peace that dwells within. Namaste. And thank you for coming. Thank you for watching now or later, whenever you're able to take a few minutes and just enjoy stretching your body, working on the calves and the shins. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of this feeling of the full moon energy today. And if you have any questions, you can always instant message me or send me, post some comments down below. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm still trying to figure out why I can't see comments when I'm doing a live. I'll figure it out. Till then, I hope to see you soon and have a blessings-filled day. Love and blessings to you all. Namaste.